First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver?
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of ground,
touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down, Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now is 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Lions at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Still shedding tackles. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 28 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front, 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. I mean, your teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
47 yards on the ground for him so far. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't come up there. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner, because the defense, hey, we didn't give up.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. John Kaminsky in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
On the doubles.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Young's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A first down created by Laporta. An easy draft pick by the Lions because he fit exactly what they want. A tight end excels at finding gaps in coverage and throwing hard blocks at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
From the 50, here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. With it is Jackson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Blue striker. Cut, cut.
Young on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge. Because
and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are once again back in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. In motion, Slayton. Young. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Come on, set.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Oh, fighting off the... And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Ready?
To throw, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw for Young. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Young. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get this to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Here we go. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
Ready?
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate.
There he goes, right side. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go,
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Don't jump. Ready?
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Lions get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go.
Read option, this is Gibbs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have the Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Third and 2.
Easy.
Another run for Gibbs here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young to throw it. That caught by Trimble. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Come on, set. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Panther first down.
First down, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Young. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
That throw by Young incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
1st and 10, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen from 21 yards away. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about... And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 39. 215 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
All the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Racing to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And Young's going to throw for this. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now a give running left with Montgomery. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown! St. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown Brown. And the Lions are fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's first and 10. Here's Young. Into the hands of Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come up now on second down. Young to throw. He's got Mingo. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now Young. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Young here, you can see changing the play. From the red zone now, Young. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. There he goes left side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the line.